The movie opens with a view of a library, shortly after which some shady individuals enter. They brutally murder the librarian and begin ripping pages from the books. Suddenly, a mysterious entity appears, sending them fleeing in terror. Their leader conjures a portal, and they escape to another city. But the entity is relentless, pursuing them. This being, its face always obscured, seems to control everything. Just as they're about to be caught, the leader creates another portal, whisking his companions away. The entity pursuing them turns out to be a woman, their former instructor. However, their leader, now consumed by darkness, has joined forces with evil and is misusing his powers. He is obsessed with finding a specific book, the pages of which he's already stolen, and she is trying to stop him. The scene shifts to a city where a renowned surgeon, Dr. Strange, resides. He's celebrated worldwide for his incredible surgical skills. Unknown to everyone, his expertise is recent, as he soon suffers a catastrophic accident, leaving his face scarred and his hands crippled. He's told he'll never operate again. Refusing to accept this, he declares to a colleague his determination to regain his abilities and heal his hands. Dr. Strange is referred to a neurologist known for miraculously restoring paralyzed patients, even enabling one man to walk again in just 3 days. Skeptical, Dr. Strange learns the neurologist's fees are exorbitant, a challenge as his funds are limited. A concerned female friend offers to help, but a frustrated Dr. Strange angrily rejects her. He then seeks out the man who was cured of paralysis, only to be refused an audience because he previously dismissed the man's condition. Desperate, Dr. Strange pleads for information, and the man finally relents. He describes a place where he met a master who healed him, referencing the same country where the library scene occurred. He warns Dr. Strange of the hardships ahead, but Dr. Strange, determined, vows to overcome any obstacle to regain his abilities. He travels to the same country, seeking the woman who had been pursuing them in the start. Brought before her, Dr. Strange begs to know how she heals the paralyzed. She explains that she doesn't heal, but empowers individuals to achieve what they believe they can. Dr. Strange is skeptical, questioning the credibility of this abstract philosophy. She challenges him to consider how the body heals itself after an injury, suggesting the mind also plays a part. Still clinging to logic, Dr. Strange dismisses the idea of a soul or inner power. Feeling he's wasted his money and time, he considers himself a fool. Infuriated, the woman strikes him, causing his spirit to leave his body. Upon returning, he feels disoriented, as if he's been unconscious. Touching his head, she unlocks a torrent of mystical visions, convincing him of her abilities. Disappointed in his close-mindedness, she orders him removed. Dr. Strange apologizes, admitting he's beginning to believe and begs to learn. The present man pleads for a chance to teach him, arguing he shouldn't be judged for the theft. He stresses Dr. Strange is a gift to humanity, and his skills should be restored. Moved, she calls Dr. Strange back and begins demonstrating magic, explaining the techniques. Dr. Strange slowly grasps the concepts. He realizes the world he knows is not the only reality, and that there are other forces and powers that can unlock a deeper understanding of life. Dr. Strange diligently follows her instructions, studying the provided books. A supportive student of the Chief Lady encourages and assists Dr. Strange. As he struggles with enchantments, the Chief Lady arrives, dismissing everyone but Dr. Strange, and creates a portal to Mount Everest. In the freezing cold, she tells Dr. Strange he wouldn't survive half an hour without knowing how to protect himself, and leaves him alone. It's a test to see his persistence and resilience. Concerned, the student of the Chief Lady advises that they bring him back to teach something new. However, she insists that the doctor can do it himself. Soon, Dr. Strange returns, proving he's learned to harness his powers. Later, Dr. Strange seeks a specific book in the library, but the librarian refuses to give it to him. Dr. Strange steals the book and begins studying it at night, his body asleep while his soul pores over the pages. He's mastering supernatural powers. Satisfied with his progress, the Chief Lady invites Dr. Strange to the mirror dimension where he can create anything, but stressing that nothing there will affect the real world, serving only as a window into it. Dr. Strange begins to grasp the concept. One day, he wonders about the significance of the stolen pages and the book the Chief Lady is so desperate to protect. He ventures into the library and begins reading the ancient text, noticing a symbol that matches the one he wears around his neck. As he reads, they create a miniature portal, revealing the missing pages and restoring items that were eaten. They are testing it when the student of the Chief Lady arrives and stops him because he is playing with time. Dr. Strange also asks the librarian about all the gates and why he doesn't allow anyone to read this book. He explains that reading the book unlocks gates that shield their country from an enemy who lives in the dark dimension, a being capable of devastating the Earth, and who the book he is trying to read would bring forth. As they speak, one of the 3 gates unlocks, and the very man who stole the pages appears. He reveals that the opponent is about to come with might, and he's allied with him. He'll bring him if he gets the power or the pages. He then causes an explosion, throwing Dr. Strange through a portal that leads to New York. Arriving in New York, Dr. Strange is admiring costumes when the evil man appears, the Chief Lady's former student who stole the pages of the book, threatening to end him. But one of the costumes suddenly animates and starts protecting Dr. Strange. Despite the evil man's attacks, the costume defends him. Suddenly, it merges with Dr. Strange, granting him the power he needs to fight back. It's a reward for his training under the Chief Lady. Dr. Strange defeats and imprisons the evil man, who proclaims that he intends to bring his master to Earth, who will offer a world without death. The Chief Lady decides to investigate the dark dimension herself. Meanwhile, the antagonist's man attacks Dr. Strange, injuring him. Using his newfound ability, Dr. Strange creates a portal and seeks out his female friend, asking her to take him to an operating room. During the operation, Dr. Strange's soul leaves his body and performs the surgery himself, astonishing his friend. Another of the antagonist's men arrives, leading to a fight in which Dr. Strange is apparently killed in the real world. His friend resuscitates him with electric shocks, and his soul returns to his body. The Chief Lady arrives, praising Dr. Strange and proclaiming him the guardian of Earth, offering to teach him more powers. However, Dr. Strange declines, stating that he is a doctor for humanity, concerned with saving lives and troubled by having killed a man. The Chief Lady urges him not to worry. Dr. Strange says, "How much time will it take to learn the secrets of the universe? And how are you living your life? You have a connection with that dark dimension." The Chief Lady leaves without a word. The evil man from the dark dimension is going to ruin the world. Dr. Strange decides to trap him in the mirror dimension to minimize casualties in the real world. But it was the misunderstanding of Dr. Strange, because that master could harm the people through the mirror world as being mightiest. The people in real world could also lose their lives if he killed the people here. Now Dr. Strange had to protect his world at any cost. The Chief Lady creates a gateway that prevents the master from the dark dimension from using his powers. But that evil man was still wanted to injure those people, using his powers. The Chief Lady, her student, and Dr. Strange pass through the gateway, but are badly wounded. The Chief Lady is gravely injured and taken to the hospital. As she dies, Dr. Strange's soul tries to stop her from passing on, but she refuses, revealing that she has been drawing power from the dark dimension to protect the world. And it was not wrong on my part, because he steals much information from my knowledge. I was just utilizing it. Dr. Strange and the Chief Lady's student return to find the library destroyed. Dr. Strange remembers how, when reading the book, he reversed time. He does it again, bringing the past back, including their friend, the librarian. They soon realize that the Master of the Dark Dimension has already come to Earth and is about to destroy it. The Master of the Dark Dimension starts to attack them. Dr. Strange falls down and his charm touches the ground, stopping time. Seizing the chance, Dr. Strange confronts the Master of the Dark Dimension, who repeatedly kills him. However, time keeps looping back, reviving him. Dr. Strange explains that I will end this loop on one condition. You will not be an advantage if I don't end this loop. The Dark Dimension's master kneels and disappears with his minions. Now free from the threat of attack, everything returns to normal. Strange returns his charm to its place, and they are at peace, but they still have a threat as Chief Lady died. Now Dr. Strange says, I am prepared for it, because I have learned all her powers from the Chief Lady. I will employ them rightly. The movie concludes with this scene. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Your support means a lot and helps us keep bringing you great videos. Thank you.